Chase, congratulations on the contract. And, boy, that must be a nice thing to get official, about 10 days before Christmas.
It is. Thank you for having me, and thanks for the congratulations. It's, I'm fired up to be here. Obviously enjoyed my time last year in New York, and can't wait to get started and hopefully, win a world championship here.
It's funny. I guess it's called recruiting. Why make a trade for somebody if you know he's going to be a free agent? But now, correct me if I'm wrong, Chase. The general perception was that you were not a guy that would have wanted to play in New York. So if you never got traded during the season and never got a chance to experience New York, you think there would have been a big consideration to sign with the Yankees now?
It definitely made a huge impact being here last year. I never envisioned really enjoying playing in New York. Just with all the extra stuff that comes with playing here. But once you get here and you realize, what type of an organization it is and how they take care of you, and obviously the opportunity to win, the organization sells itself. It's first class. It always has been. And I'm excited to have another opportunity to come back.
Chase, obviously, Alex Rodriguez comes back, but you're looking at this and you've been told you're the third baseman for this team, correct?
Yes, that was established early on. I knew that my, the most valuable position I can play is third base. That's what I, have done my entire career, and that's what they brought me back to do.
I'm wondering then this. Is that something where, look, hey, he's been gone. He wasn't here last year. You're an outstanding third baseman. Is it, at this stage in your career, is there any part of you that worries about what interactions with Alex are going to be like or how you deal with that aspect of him being around and you being where he used to play?
No, not for me. I'm going to go out there and do my job, what they brought me in here to do, and part of that is being a good teammate, and I look forward to the opportunity to get to play with Alex. He's obviously been a tremendous player for a really long time, so look forward to, to picking his brain and hopefully getting better. But, from my side, I don't anticipate any friction. I'm going to go out and do what I'm asked to do, but, look forward to the opportunity to go out and do my job.
Hey, Chase, let me ask you this. In 2012, 286, 31 home runs, 115 ribbies, 874 OPS for the Padres. Since then, it hasn't been that. So what's the real Chase Headley? That? What you've done recently? Somewhere in the middle? What do you think?
Well, I think it's probably fair to say that it's somewhere in between. Everybody's going to have a career year, and everybody's going to have a tough year. But I think I'm a much better player than I've shown in the last couple of years as far as looking at the numbers. That everybody sees. But, I'm going to continue to work to get better. I think, there's a lot more in there. Obviously coming to a venue that's a good place to hit and being surrounded by really talented players is going to help. So I look forward to the opportunity to go out and, really show what type of player I can be. And I think if I'm me, that's valuable to any club.
Now, your new shortstop is, supposed to be a terrific defender. You've won a Gold Glove in the past. You excited to see what you guys can do on the left side of the infield?
I am. I was impressed with Didi watching him play in Arizona when I was in San Diego. Obviously, defensively, he brings a lot to the table. But, I saw some offensive upside there as well, early on in his career. So look forward to it. I heard nothing but good things about him. And hopefully, myself along with the other guys can help him develop as a better player.
Chase, a lot of stories out there that you left a lot of money on the table to take the Yankee offer. Is that true? Did you leave a lot? And was it simply because, hey, you wanted to be back here?
Well, I did. There definitely was some money left on the table, but for myself and my family, this was the best opportunity and the best offer. So we knew going into the off season that New York was extremely high on the priority list, if not number one. So, again, it was not the highest offer, but it was the best offer for us.
And it's always got to be about the wife. The wife has to be happy as well. Did she enjoy her time in New York?
She loved it. To be perfectly honest with you, she'd have been crushed if we'd gone anywhere else. Which is surprising. She's from a small town, so I didn't know how she would adjust. But the families on this club, the wives are tremendous, and she really felt like it was home. So that was a big part of the decision.
So the organization's going to be sending her thank you flowers then for helping keep you around, huh?
I hope so. She's going to be fired up to be back.
Chase, I was just telling Michael, one of the things I liked about, you had some big hits for this team last year, but it seems like you are able to, in general, keep the same approach based on, pitcher by pitcher. You didn't seem totally overwhelmed by the guys with the best stuff. You didn't seem like someone who's just going to clean up against poor pitching. How are you able to do that? Just make sure you always keep your same approach.
Well, I try to work to my strengths, and my strengths are plate discipline and really looking for a pitch that I can do damage with. And my thing is, and it's always been this way, that I'd rather go deep into a count and make an out than swing at the first pitch and make an out that way. So I'm going to try to have good at bats. I'm going to try to grind out pitchers and obviously pick my spots to be aggressive. But I think when you put a bunch of at-bats in a row on a pitcher like that, that really wears them down and gives you an opportunity to get to the bullpen early. And, in these days, you don't want to get to that back end of the bullpen, so you got to get the starter out of there quick and hopefully get the middle guys.
I don't know if you heard when I was introducing you, Chase. I know you were on hold, but the thing that really caught my eye was when you got hit in the face and you played maybe a day later. What's the mindset to make you go? I mean, I remember we show you on Yes, and you had all this black and blue on your neck and down your chest. What drives Chase Headley after getting hit in the face to go play so soon?
Well, that was a scary moment, but the doctors in New York took great care of me, and they assured me that I was fine to be able to go out and do that. But I want to go out and do my job. I want to help this team win games, and if I'm healthy, I'm going to do that. So, I was very fortunate that it didn't end up worse than it was. But after I got the okay, I was excited to get back out there. We were still fighting for our lives to try to get in the playoffs, and for somebody who's been in the league for quite a while and not been in the playoffs, I was very hungry and continue to be. So if I can play, I'm going to be out there. I promise you that.
Did Cashman tell you if this is the finished product? The lineup is probably a finished product, but do you think this team is good enough to win?
Absolutely. I don't know what the moves, if there will be more moves, but I'm very confident in this front office to put together winning clubs. They've done it in the past, and they're dedicated to doing it now. So, I trust in their decision-making, but I think the players that we have, are a very good team. Obviously, last year there was some injuries and probably some performances that were below standard for a lot of these guys, but there's a lot of talent on this team, and we feel like if we go out there and play the way we're capable of, we're going to win a lot of baseball games.